on your wing.
Hi, buddy. Are you okay? Dry off. Survive, little guy. Survive. Hero right here. Right now you're watching video number 2 where we have decorated the wings. If you have not done so, please check out video number 1 where we go over how to make the frame and the electronics of the wings. So in this video we are going to go over how I decorated the wings, making the fake feathers, making the covers that house all of these feathers and hide the frames, and just how I did the feather placement and make them look beautiful like hawk wings. So all of the extra large feathers are all man-made, and I made them out of fabric and wire. I'm using 100% cotton fabric, the thinnest, cheapest stuff I could find. I bought white for the front and brown for the backs of the feathers. I cut lots of rectangles that were roughly 5 by 30 inches, and you're gonna wanna make sure that your fabric is pressed and wrinkle-free before you glue them together, or else you're gonna see the wrinkles forever. Power Grab by Loctite is the kind of silicone glue I am using to glue the fabric pieces together. It's flexible yet sturdy enough to still give the feathers shape. I bought both 16 and 12 gauge wire. I bought the 12, which is the thicker for the outermost feathers, because they're going to essentially be pulling the weight of all the feathers. So these need to be a little bit more sturdy. So to construct the feathers, you just want to lay a piece of fabric down, squirt some of the glue all over it, pretty as equal as you can. And then I'm using a palette knife to spread it down in an equal thickness. And you don't want this to be too thin, or else it's not going to have any definition to it. It's going to be too floppy. Then place the wire down the center and press the other piece of fabric on top. This glue takes about 24 hours to dry, so let it sit overnight before you cut the feathers out. The feather shape can be anything you want. I just made a simple rounded shape, and then I proceeded to paint them. I used 3 main colors, a light brown, a dark brown, and a black. Starting with the lightest color and then moving up into the darkest color, I just made a variety of feathers based on actual hawk feathers. I just made a variety. I thought that was gonna be what looked best, but you can make them uniform if you so choose. Hey! No! I know those are tools. You cannot get them. So to attach the feathers to the frame, I'm using 1/2-inch sheet metal screws and washers. So to do this, you first just want to drill a little hole into your PVC. Go ahead and drill the screw with the washer on it, just leaving a little bit of room between the washer and the PVC, and then wrap the metal spine of the feather around it. Do this one feather at a time, slightly overlapping each feather as you go down. That way, when they rise and fall, they're all gonna go neatly into place and won't get tangled. Oh, it's a big poop! Okay, so now we need to tie all the feathers together. So to do this, I'm drilling 3 very small holes to loop a rope through. You want to place these holes around the middle of the length of the feather, put 2 holes on top of the metal spine and 1 hole on the bottom. Now to thread them. So you're going to start at one of the top holes, and you're going to go through the front side of the feather to the back side of the feather, loop the string around the metal spine to the bottom hole, and then bring it through the last hole ending up at the back side of the feather. I tied the string into a knot and then secured it with hot glue. Once all the fake feathers are tied together, you are ready to decorate the wings. To start off, I used these long skinny feathers and I glued 2 to 3 down on each of the fake feathers. And I glued these completely to the fake feathers. That way they wouldn't get messed up because they're gonna be moving and rubbing against each other. So you need to make sure that these are really securely in place. Now to hide the frame. So what I did was I just laid a piece of white fabric over the top and I traced out the shape of the wing, and I did the same thing for the back, except I used a brown fabric and I pretty much made a little cap for the top frame to hide it. Now I didn't want to glue this in place because if something went wrong with the electronics, I needed to get under this to be able to fix a wire or whatever. So instead of gluing this down to the frame, I just zip tied it in 3 different places. Now once you have that blanket-like cover for the frame, you can just glue feathers to it until it looks pretty. I started with 2 rows of white goose feathers, and I just spray painted the tips of them brown to help them blend in with the white and brown theme of my wings. And this is actually where the decorating stopped because I wanted to get them done for San Diego Comic-Con. So this is how they looked for San Diego. Fake feathers and then those 2 rows of geese feathers on the front, and the backs were not decorated at all. Oh my god, they're so pretty. But after San Diego Comic-Con, I had some more free time and I wanted to get these wings up to par of how decorated I want them to be. So focusing on the backs, I cut that fabric that was originally just a swoop. I cut it into feather-like shapes to make it look more natural. Then I continued to glue more feathers to the backs of the wings, both on the fake feathers themselves as well as on that blanket covering. To finish off the front of the wings, I added one last row of pure white feathers at the very top, and then as it goes down to the center of my body, I went more of a darker brown color. And to decorate the backs, I pretty much just used whatever feathers I had left. I originally wanted to decorate them more of a dark brown, but all I had was white feathers left, so I ended up using those, and honestly, I think it came out pretty good looking, even though it wasn't my original plan. Pretty much just keep gluing feathers until you feel that it is sufficiently covered. And lastly, if you have any questions about where I got my feathers from, please read the description box below. There was a lot of information that just didn't fit in the video, but I have it all written out down below. Alright, so that concludes how I made my fake feathers and decorated my wings to look like this. It looks like I have raccoon eyes on my screen because the shadows behind my eyes are so dark because I'm outside. Me, 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 me. Again, this is the second video of this series where I decorated the wings. If you have not seen the first video, you need to go check it out because in that video we make the entire frame and wire them to move. Very important. So start with that video, make sure you watch it, and then come back and watch the decorating video. YouTube is exhausting.
It's like a cake, you have to bake it, then you decorate it.
It's like a cake. You have to bake it and make the frame, and then you get to decorate it.
You stole that.
Oh, it was too gold. I couldn't not. If you like this video, make sure to push that like button. It really helps me out. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you like my videos. And after you hit subscribe, go ahead and hit that little bell icon that's right next to the subscription button. That way you can actually get notified when I post a video and it doesn't get lost in cyberspace somewhere. It's like a double subscribe. You just need to do it twice. Subscribe and then the bell. Got it good. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and I'll see you next time. Bye! We out! Whoa! We're done. We're done. Put them down. Put them down. It's over. Alright. Turn it off. Do you see how difficult it is to make videos now?
Well, especially when it's unscripted, except for it's scripted in your head.
It's scripted in my head.
Once again, a dangerous place.
It's fine. That's an old boo-boo. It's not a new boo-boo. It's an old boo-boo. You fine. Oh no. Oh no. My bird has found the wilderness. Are you in the wilderness, bird? Inside the house. The bird. Bird! Come back to me! No? Okay, fine.